Okay. After testing these two scoop designs, I decided to go with this design over this design. So this one's the one I'm going to go ahead and iterate on. So I'm going to rename these to something. No, I'm gonna keep them. Never mind. I'm gonna name the other version. So I'm gonna keep these as they are and just make a new one. I'm actually gonna put it here. Okay. I'm going to project all of this. And I'm going to project... Actually, I should have just projected. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to make a line that goes all the way this way. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I need to measure this. What is this? 13.5 degrees? Anyways, if I can remember correctly, it was this circle here tangent to this, and then this is perpendicular to this. Okay, cool. This circle was the basis for the geometry here. That's construction, that's construction. That's not a construction. And that's not a construction. Make this one parallel to this one. And then I wanted to make it smaller actually so it would fit inside of that small pink cup that I was using. And what does fit inside of that is actually the where is it? Oh, it was this one. Okay. What does fit in that is this. So I'm going to go ahead and measure from here to here Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and put a line here and here. Make this one collinear and then measure from here to here, 37.7. Okay. So I'll just round that to 38 and that should work. So if I go back into this one, this is equal to this, and then offset this to 2. Nope, 2.4. And then make this tangent to this and go ahead and extend it. Yeah. And then put a line going all the way out to here and make that a construction, and then make this 38 times 2. Alright, so that'll fit inside of it. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make this a 1/4 millimeter apart. And I'm gonna move this down this way about as far as I can. Okay, so we've got 13.5 degrees, right? If I were to go with the circle here, and I were to make a line going from there to there, and make this tangent, this can travel a maximum of 9.1 degrees. So then this, I believe, should go 9.1 degrees. Which is that. Am I correct about that? Because if this travels 9.1 degrees, right? No, okay. This travels 9.1 degrees, right? So I need for this point here to be horizontal after 9.1 degrees of travel, I believe. That is assuming that this, right, which is the intersection of these two lines, right? That is assuming that this is the pivot there. The pivot could be there, and then the angle would change. Alright, so if I go... Oh no, because after this travels 9.1 degrees, it's horizontal. So this is as far as I can make it go. Either that, or that might be the pivot. I don't know which one's the pivot. And the reason I don't know which one's the pivot is because when I bend these tongs, it's kind of hard for me to tell what's going on with the deformation of these circles here. And I get kind of and I kind of can't really tell what's happening to what. So like these could be bending around this, or they could be bending around this, or rotating rather. Just out of curiosity, what is that? 2.8 degrees. It's darn near the same. So I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The further I go here, the further it can move. I think what I'm gonna do is instead of I'm gonna have this go there, and then this one is gonna be collinear with this. And the reason for that is honestly where this is in relation to the length here is somewhat arbitrary, I think. Like there's nothing defining where this has to be, but I'm doing it here to bring it out farther, because the farther it is, the more space it has to grab things, you know. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a line here, here, and there, and make these perpendicular to each other. And then distance between these two is 2.4 plus 0.25, and then the same as this. Same here. And then I think I'm going to define this one according to this. That feels right. That feels right. Alright. So now I can go ahead and extrude all of these. One side, two sides. The first side is going to be 2.65, and the second side is going to be 4.5 inches minus 2.65 millimeters. And they're going to be new body. And then that was... This is to keep it inside the... what was this? This is small enough that it'll go inside that small pink cup I have. But I do want to grab a bunch of fries with this. So here's where the advantage comes from having this design, is I can extend this as far as I want. Where's that stupid check mark? And I can put another circle. 30 offset by 2.4. I can make a line going here, and I can make this collinear with this one. And now I can bring this as far in as I want. There are going to be diminishing returns here because if I go all the way in, right, then there's no space for this to close. I think it might have been this one. I don't know, whatever. So I'm gonna go like, I don't know. I'm gonna guess on this one. Again, this is another measurement that can be like anything I want. How's 100 sound? 100 is surprisingly small. How's 120 sound? Yeah, that's better. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and extend these. And then I'll go ahead and yeah. So then if I close the tongs and I bring the sketch back, I really need to be naming my sketches. And I extrude, crap. Okay, and I extrude this, also a 2 distance. I don't remember how tall it was. I think it was 20. Was that correct? Let me see the tongs. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay. Gonna go ahead and cut this out. Start here on the top and go to here. Oh wait, hang on. Put a plane. I'll put a plane here. Gotta change the dimension of that plane. -1 inch, -1.5 inches. That looks good. Start a sketch on this plane. Then project the geometry of that part. And then let's see what happens. I don't know what'll happen here. Ew. Ew. Close, but no cigar. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this sketch because I need to. Now I'm gonna make a sketch here. I'm gonna do this. Trim this. This. Okay. Now let's see what happens. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back. What sketch was this? This one? I'm gonna go ahead and edit that. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and extrude. Does that get me what I want? Yes, if I can do this. Okay. Nope. How about that? About just this for now. In fact, I don't need any of this to get cut out. I just need this to get cut out. to here. There was a problem combining geometry. How about there? No. Okay. Well, then... $60 is not enough. 75 is too much. So 70. Good enough for now. And that is disgusting. That is very disgusting. The outside looks good. The inside is horrible. How about if I make a plane? Oh, I have the plane actually. Now what happens if... This is why I don't like lofts. Oh. Oh, no, I don't... That didn't happen. What's it look like on the outside? What do I get if this happens? Okay, so now it's closed off, kind of. But then there's still this. Okay, I'm going to start with this. What? Error? There was a problem combining geometry together. What? Okay. Why? Okay. There. I think I need to make a plane at an angle. But first, I need to make a sketch here and project this line, and I need to make it perpendicular. Good thing it's a line. Then I need to make a plane at an angle on this one. Then I'm going to make a sketch on that plane. That plane has the wrong angle because I can't tell what it's supposed to look like. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, now I make a sketch on this plane and try to project this. And see what happens if I try to cut this out. And what happened? Oh, I see. That's annoying. This has a center, and this has a center. Okay. There, I see only one center here. So when I projected it onto that plane, it had two apparently concentric curves. I'll try it from a different angle. Cannot complete, cannot extend extrusion to object. The extrusion profile falls outside the boundary of the selected body. Select a face or plane instead, or adjust the profile so that it falls inside the boundary of the selected body. Oh, Hang on, I've got it. What in the heck? Oh, that's why. There, okay. Now... let's see what happens if I just cut it to there. There's a hole there. But hopefully I should be able to patch that somehow. Can I just... it's a problem combining geometries. There's a problem combining geometry together. If attempting a join, cut, intersect, try to... the bodies have a clear overlap. Problems can occur where faces and edges are nearly coincident. Nope. So the problem is that it's too far. You know what I can do? I can put a I can put a quadrilateral there, and that's a quadrilateral right here. So can I loft these? There we go. Ew. I mean, it ain't the prettiest. But it's not gonna work. What have I got? I've got these two. Why can't they loft? The operation does not cause a meaningful shape change. Let's see, what if I put a midplane here? And then if I imagine a curve going like this, sweep this on this path, and that actually kind of almost worked. Except I think I should have swept the other way. I should have chosen the other profile. Oh, goodness. Never mind. Oh, wait, hang on. Nope. Okay. The problem is that I went with a loft. What? Suppress feature. Okay. So now everything's back. It was plane 6, I believe. Yep. I'm going to make a sketch here. I'm going to project the plane, this, and put a line from here to here, and make it perpendicular. Another thing I can do I could have done is I could have revolved this on this axis. You can create a valid body. Okay then. See, start a plane, make a plane here. put a sketch here and project these. Well, that's not going to work. I think a loft is the only way to go about it. But I don't think I need a loft what I've lofted. I think I need a loft basically this. Basically this. Like this. So let me see about oh, hang on. Let me cut this away first. And now see what happens. Okay, and then if I take this and this and cut out this, just that, start it here and go down this way. What just got cut away? So this should something that should exclude. Okay. Cut that away and keep that flat to the plane. Okay. Okay. So now I should go ahead. Now let's see what happens if I loft just these bits. And then I see. Why is this not closed? That's why, okay. There, okay. Now I've got something that looks more or less reasonable. That was so annoying, but also so stupidly simple to actually do once I did it. Now is this is one plane? That is one plane. Okay. Cut that away. Okay. Sketch, no, bodies, tongs. Okay. So that's what that looks like. And now I'm going to do something incredibly stupid. Or at least I'm going to attempt to do something incredibly stupid. Delete. Not coincident. I need to delete the collinear. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. This goes, it can only go so far. Okay. I get more this, I get more room to do it this way. I'm gonna keep it like this, just to, now that I think about it, I'm just gonna keep it like this. Okay. Got 3, okay. So now if I mirror, no, not this one. No, not this one. No, not this one. Not this one, but this one. If I mirror that body, that's what it ends up looking like. I'm not going to mirror it yet because I have to make the slot. And then there. And then has to go in the other direction. 0.25. This has to go this way. This is gonna come down. 0.25. 0.25. 0.25. And then this should be driven, but also 0.25. Yep, okay. Wait. And then okay. To this offset of 2.65 negative. No, 2.4, 2.4. Okay. What? Whatever. Okay. Now make a plane here. Is that an appropriate place to put it? No, it is not. Okay. Bring back the sketch. Okay. There we go. Okay. And this. Okay. And that, the reason I put that angle there is mostly because I just felt like it. It's on the scoop, right? The angle's on the scoop. And it's on the actual scoop. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it there. I feel like that'll make it easier to put this into a thing, but you know. I kind of don't want to print this in this orientation. I would prefer to print it on this plane. Well, what that means is that I'd have to extrude this to there. But I'd have to make a sketch here first. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, and I can figure this out. Just 9. I don't know if I should do this. There appears to be no, okay. Lame. 15, 0, select this, 15 again. See, because like that'll make it printable on this face. But I kind of don't like that either, because it just looks too, it's just too chunky. This. What would happen if I were to do this? There's a warning there, so that's not going to work. I don't want to print it on this face and then support it. I'm just going to go ahead and print it facing this way. Okay. Plane 3? No, 4. Mirror this body on this plane. And then that's what it would look like. And what I would do is I would hold it, my right hand would be here, my arm would be in this direction, then I would turn it this way, right, and put it inside the fries. This is inside the fries, and then I would close it up, and then I would, that's, yeah. I'll see how well this works. Move this, and I rotate it, and I select this. Negative 9.1 times 2 . Okay. I think that should be close enough. I might round these off. The reason for rounding these off would be, yeah, just to have fewer sharp edges, because no one likes a sharp edge. Yeah, I think that'd... Oh, ew. Ew. Never mind. Unless I can get away with it this way. Nope. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here and call this done for this part, and I'll print it out and see how well this works. Okay. I've got these bits printed. So I'm going to put them on the tongs and see how well they work. I hope they work well. It's hard to see. Okay, there's a... Okay, they're close enough to the same distance in, but they're not all the way in. Well, here goes. If I grab this one from, if I grab one from the end, I've got just a bunch of fries, and then I can try and put it in a cup. Okay, so this is coming out of the cup. But if I put it in the cup, these fries are being held rather tightly. Grab it from the outside, like this. That feels easier. Right? There's still an issue of the fries don't want to go all the way in, and I don't know what to do about that. I really don't know what to do about that. But if I try to put them in, this one's small. Let me try to put it in this. Did any fall out? A couple did, yeah. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Fewer fell out than would have, actually, with a regular fry scoop. But let me see what happens if I try to use just one. That's not working too well, and it's stuck. It's stuck. Hang on. Why is it stuck? Why is it stuck? Why did it get stuck? Okay. And then if I just try to close it around it, right, now that's closed, right? And then I can slide these in, kind of. So this just isn't working too well. And I think part of the problem is that if I were to use normal tongs, right, I can just grab a bunch, right? And it doesn't matter. Oh, that went all the way in. It doesn't matter how the with normal tongs, it kind of matters less about them not wanting to stay inside the thing, because for one, there's nothing for them to stay inside of, and two, the normal tongs grab less at a time. These will grab a lot more at a time. I wonder what happens if I scoop them like this. If I loosen my grip, and then they fall in nice and easily. So maybe they should be. Maybe they should actually be a little bit misaligned like this. Let me see what happens if I try to scoop these fries. A big problem with trying to scoop fries from a basket like this is there's kind of just nothing to push them up against. And I'm gonna, okay, this angle here, causing more problems than it purports to solve. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. But let me see what happens if I try to, like, scoop something up and then finish grabbing it with the other side. Right, I've got a lot of fries here. More than what I would have had, right? If I open it back up, they kind of fall into the thing. And then I can kind of just do that. Although that's kind of a little bit unrealistic. Because there'd be fewer fries in the basket if we were going to use them like that, because people would order like no salt, and then we have to make a fresh bit of fries, but only for, like, say, a medium fries worth, you know? So there'd be maybe about this many fries, right, at most. So if I do this, which one's the... If I do this, right, and I can get them both to the bottom, right, then it wants to close, right? If I do this, they need to also both be at the same angle with each other. Okay, right, so if I do that, right, and they both end up at the bottom of the basket, then I can close it just fine, right? And I've got a bunch of fries. So that's good. Now I'm gonna see how well this works in this situation right here. Flat pan, again, grab them. See, so I did fail to grab to close it all the way that way, but they are more aligned, right? So if I just loosen my grip slightly, I've got a lot of fries right there, right? And so what's interesting is we'll keep fries in a flat thing like this, right? In a flat surface. Well, a smooth surface, rather. So I think the biggest problem is just that the fry basket is just a bad surface. Because it's not a surface, you know? It's a bunch of wires. But I think it works well enough to grab a bunch of crap, you know? If I grab these fries here, right? They went in. And I didn't even have to, slide them along, because look, let me get the actual fry scoop. Here's the actual fry scoop. That works, right? On this pan. On another pan it didn't work. But on this works just as well. So now I have something that's about equal to a fry scoop, right? It's equal to a fry scoop, so that's good, right? But I kind of wanted something that was gonna work for here. And I honestly think at this point the best thing to do, if I want something that's gonna work for inside the pan, is just have one, right? Scoop it like that, right? Just have a scoop that fits inside the pan, you know? So let me see what happens if I put all these back in the pan. Oh, I'll just put these back in the pan, right? Or not in the pan, the fry basket. Okay. So let me see what happens if I have just one, right? And I just scoop, scoop, scoop. And this wasn't designed to scoop like that, so it's not really doing a good job. But if I go this way, right, then I can grab a bunch, right? But then if I put this one on it, it's kind of getting in the way. So like what would happen is I do this, I'd scoop, and then I'd close it, and I would scoop, I'd keep this one out of the way, I scoop, I scoop, I scoop, then I close it. Oh, it didn't get anything. Again, it's not designed to scoop like that. And then it's easier for me to go this way because I'm mangling these French fries here. Again, and then like with scooping it from the basket, the French fries kind of want to just get squished into the holes there. So there's honestly not much I can do except design a scoop with a longer handle, and that isn't so wide. So I can do that, but I can have it attached to these tongs anyways, right? And maybe there can be an advantage to that. Who knows? In fact, I've got an idea for that right now. Yeah, okay. So then what I can do is I can take Chia, you better not be eating a potato fry. There's tons of oil in that thing. Okay, so what I can do is I can take this, I can flatten this part out to be more like this scoop shape. And then I can give it I can stop it here and make it go down in this direction, and that'll be the funnel. And it'll have edges on these sides. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then I can mirror it so that essentially I've got a scoop that I can close and do this, right? And that would be basically this, right? But with a lid. Right? But it would also be small enough to fit into here and be able to be used in the fry basket. So I'll try that now, and then I'll eat these fries. No, I'll eat these fries and then I'll try that. Okay.